We're not.
Yep, we're up.
Hey, we're up.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
I'm getting a music track in my ear. But hey, good to be back. Episode number 13 on Chester Masterminds. I'm Jim McLaughlin here with Uncle P.
Yo.
Our illustrious leader here at cmpradio.net.
Oh,
and we are ready to rock the summer. It is now officially summer. So looking forward to all the good stuff that we've got to go do to get ready for the Raise-a-thon, which we will talk about a little bit later.
The Raise-a-thon.
Raise-a-thon. But I want to do a quick shout out to our sponsors. I want to get in the habit of doing this because these are folks we really care about. We love them dearly. Northern Marketing. Definitely want to shout out to these folks. Mind our own businesses. My good friend Lakeisha Lawrence at Mind Our Own Businesses. She helps me a bunch. LeBron Construction, KC Electric. Heard these names before. Boys and Girls Club of Chester. Very, very important organization around here. Pressure Inc., TFG Tax Pros, Abstract Kings, and our newest sponsor, Latoisin Law. Yes, owned and operated by a Chester native, Enrique Latoisin. Latoisin Law is there for you when you need it most. They can handle all of your legal needs. Support Chester's own Latoisin Law. They handle property transfer, criminal defense, and all other legal needs. The right firm right now. Absolutely. So thank you all to all of our sponsors. We appreciate that. Let me throw out a number here, 610-999-1439 for Latoisin Law. We appreciate their sponsorship, and we'll talk more about sponsorship going forward. I just dropped into my Facebook page for the show. It's Chester Masterminds on Facebook. A link to an article that asks a question of whether or not Chester needs a business and career resource center. There are a ton, and I note in here, there are a lot of great organizations here in Chester that are here to support the entrepreneurial efforts in Chester and the surrounding area. And including Entrepreneur Works, they've got the SBDC, we've got SCORE, we've got the Chester Business Association, and we've got a wide range in the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. There's a wide range of organizations. But what we don't really have is a physical place for people to go to have meetings, right, to get maybe get high quality internet access, okay, get faxing, copying. Various services, reception services sometimes are really helpful. A place to have meetings where you can bring in a group of clients, or in any other way. There's always a physical place required, and you may not want to do this in your home, right, and you may not be able to do it virtually because there's an awful lot that you can do virtually now. We've got a lot better tools for that. But my question is simply. And it really relates to me kind of putting my money where my mouth is, and not that I'm necessarily investing. And I'm not saying that's not the point. Right. But I want to say, can we act on the things that I talk about and we talk about on the show? We need to be supporting our entrepreneurs with something, and if we can find a way as a community and as a mastermind group, which is what this show is all about, is that network of people who can help each other. Maybe that's something that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So I'm very interested in those who might be listening right now, in their thoughts on whether such a place. It is a physical place. It would be here, I would think, in Chester, because we want proximity to matter. Right. There is headroom. If people, I'm not above shouting out anybody. Headroom is a co-working space in Media, but it's 7 miles away. I happen to know that. And that may be a challenge, and so is a place that is, say, on 9th Street or down on 2nd or down in town, and is that what's the right choice for Chester to support business development here? And I'm just open to the questions.
Wasn't that sort of what Ola Salinki was talking about when he was in here?
It was a little bit of that, yeah,
right,
it was,
right.
And that's kind of what prompted me to write a little bit of a blog post, right, that says, it asks the question, like, what would you have in this space? Right. where would it be, what kind of services would it have, and if that is a good idea and the community thinks it's a good idea, then there are ways to make these things happen.
Absolutely.
And we just need to just talk about it and figure out where the money going to come from and where this place is and what But Olo is definitely talking about something like that.
Right.
And I have another guest on at the end of July that talks similarly about the need to train and give entrepreneurs opportunities to learn how to do this. Dr. Albert Davis will be here on the 21st, I believe. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna talk about what it really looks like to be growing entrepreneurs here in Chester. So that's the opening dialogue. As always, we're here to talk about people's experiences becoming entrepreneurs. And today I am delighted to bring in a couple who are the co-owners. Is that a fair thing, or co-partners and in operating a wellness and physical fitness management, and you're going to tell me what we should call it. So I don't want to say too much, but we have Tamara Almecki. Is that correct? Tamara, I'm sorry, and James with us here today. We're going to talk about Tamara's Esthetics and Artistry Center it's on Avenue of the States, I guess, or Edgemont, which kind of where it kind of breaks right in there. Yeah. And so again, welcome to you both. And so tell us, you started a business, in probably the toughest time one could ever start a business.
Yeah,
So
that wasn't foreseen.
that was certainly not foreseen. You started it at the beginning of the pandemic, and you've gone through all that heck. But so tell us about the business first. We will show a video that shows people what's going on, and then we'll talk a little bit more about, I want to hear more about, how you figured it all out.
Well, it's a WellFit center. So basically, and we kind of did design it for the pandemic. We just didn't know it. So each room is individualized. So it's one-on-one clientele with the operator. So one room is facials and massage. Another room is facial massage. We have a waxing room, manicure, pedicure room, hair room, and then a fitness center for one-on-one training. So, and also a waiting area. And that's basically it. But everything's kind of divided up in one individual room so that there is no other contact other than the operator and the client. So that's a good thing. We did that more so for privacy and so people can have that one-on-one attention without other people kind of looking in on them. And that way they can feel comfortable.
Good.
So.
How did you decide which services to offer? What were,
Well, basically, I've been doing this 25 years.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I started off working at Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue. Day spa manager. I worked for a lot of different cosmetic companies, mostly one from Switzerland. And I just kind of always wanted to have my own business, but it wasn't my own business outside of doing private consultations, and in the store I would do pop-up shops for different hair salons, and I had like a little small area in my basement. So when the opportunity opened up to get a building, it was a perfect opportunity, and then we were able to incorporate fitness into it because a lot of women now and men, people don't want to go, even before the pandemic, like I always hated going to the gym because there's always so many people there. I like that one-on-one private area a little bit better. A lot of people are into that now.
Right.
It just so happened again that it coincided with the pandemic. So now people are able to have that opportunity without having to be pre-exposed at the gym to anything, even colds or whatever. They can have that one-on-one time and learn how to use the machines right and get their body fit in that type of atmosphere.
Right.
So, and then also too, we do fat reduction treatments. So we have lipolaser, cavitation, which is basically a machine that actually melts the fat, liquefies it, and then it expunges through your lymphatic system. So they would get like a training session first to also learn how to acclimate their body to working out and maintaining a new, basically overall fit body and fit mind, and then they would work out with him, and then they would come over to me and get whatever services they wanted.
And but you've kind of built up the portfolio of services over years. It seems like
yes.
Adding them on and understanding it, and that obviously requires a lot of research. I was really what the point that I'm sensing that it took a lot of time to figure out, okay, what are the
Yes,
things?
it took a lot of time because you want to cater to what people need, so, and what people want. So, with changing times, people are more so into self-care than ever before, especially since the pandemic. That's
Right.
all you hear and see on television now is self-care, self-care, self-care. People didn't realize how much they needed that until they were kind of forced to sit down and have some self-awareness with what's going on in the world. Do I really want to keep this job? Do I want to, stay focused on my body? What do I, like, you had a chance to really sit down
Right.
and ask yourself, okay, where do I go from here? So more people are recognizing that, okay, I got to take care of self, and that gives me more room to take care of everybody else.
I think that's a great message. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really true. Even moms, like, we'll have later on, as soon as we really get acclimated to the pandemic being over, we'll have like different types of events and arenas for, police officers that just need take time for self-care, or firemen or waitresses, different things like that, so that people can afford it without feeling like they're taken away from their household.
Right.
So it's important.
And I think what you said was that if you can center yourself, you can be, pay some time to yourself. It allows you to be more productive in those
Yes.
other times of the day.
Yes,
Right.
and for everyone else. That way, you don't feel bombarded like all you do is take care of everybody else, and you can't even get 5 minutes to yourself.
So when you can settle, when you can bring
Exactly.
down the temperature a little bit, you're better with others, and everybody benefits in the process
Exactly.
of you because if you're a caregiver,
Yes.
if you're hustling all the time, and you're short with people, or
Yes.
or you're hustling people through things and get done, yes, everyone feels that.
Everybody,
that.
even teenagers feel like that, like, it's the pressure.
Right.
So this way, you come in, it's a really nice, calm environment. You feel almost like you're taking a vacation, like you're away from home without being away from home, and it's just a nice, peaceful, serenity environment that you can get a couple things done. Even if you have children, you can bring your children. They can go in the hair room, get their hair done while you're taking care of yourself, getting a massage. You don't have to worry. I mean, not too young children, of
Right,
course. We don't
yeah,
have
so you're not a
babysit
daycare,
services, but it's something that you feel comfortable in doing, because it's not actually taking a vacation, but you're taking a time out.
Right.
And also, too, getting reacclimated with your body as far as fitness is concerned. A lot of people have forgotten, you could take 15, 20 minutes a day for yourself, doing maybe, whatever fitness routine he may recommend on you within regards to your personal limitations. And just doing 10 jumping jacks sometimes can make a difference in your mindset.
Well, so before we come back, I'd like to go through each of the services you offer a little bit, but I'd like to hear the Monstar, a little bit about that.
So I do the nutrition and the fitness, like she said, and just to get your body right, get your mind right. So physical fitness starts with nutrition. So your nutrition is the main focus if you want to get your body right. So if you work out like a bodybuilder, but you eat like a slob, you're not gonna look like a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So nutrition is key. So what you eat, I help you to, get a healthy diet. So you don't have to cut out everything that you like, just smaller portions.
Right.
Cutting out certain things that aren't good for you.
Sugar and salt.
Yes. Yes. And of course, soda. Soda is like one of the worst things you could have.
I often think, just a real quick, I often think that while they don't put salt in soda, I think the natural, acidity.
There is sodium in soda.
That's okay. If there's sodium in soda, then there's salt in
You
soda.
have salt in soda. Yes, there is.
And it just doesn't take much.
No,
It
no.
doesn't take much.
At all. And we don't. And us as
My wife will like hearing that because she wants me to stop drinking soda. So this
There you
will
go.
be a reason for it.
because if the stuff they put in that is not geared towards
Healthy living.
It's geared towards you getting
Buying
addicted
more.
to the sugar and wanting more.
Yeah.
So if you notice, if you drink soda, you'll drink it, and then you're still thirsty.
You're still thirsty.
So you think you need another soda. It's actually, you need water because it's dehydrating.
Yeah.
That's what all that sugar and gook that's inside a soda is doing to you. So just my caveat of the business is getting people mindful of what they're putting in their body. Okay? Because if you take care of your body, it'll take care of you.
Yep.
So if you put good things in, good things come out. And when you're feeling healthy, looking healthy, you know, you can just transfer that to the other people around you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they sense that. Like,
They sense
look
that,
at you.
right.
As soon as someone starts getting, you know, into their diet plan, into their well-fit life, other people see that. And it's just like if you smile all day, that smile radiates to the next person around you, and they just pick up on that, and they're a little happier.
Right.
So just giving that to the people, to our customers. giving
Radiating the kind of, you know,
them,
positive.
just that well-fit, that sense of fitness.
Right.
You know, and just like Tamara said, when you come in, it's just, you know, time to decompress. You know, because the world is real stressful. If all day you see on the TV pandemic, you know, everything is stressful. It's a time to get away from that stress. Come in, you know, we're not trying to take all your money. That's not what we're here for. We're here to help you better yourself and to just give you some tools where, you know, I can show you how to work out properly, proper form, proper nutrition, and then you take those tools and you use them on your own. I don't want to keep you, you know, stuck working out with me and you have to pay me to train you for the rest of your life. No, the goal is to get you to understand what it is that you need to do in order to do it on your own.
Right.
And to continue living a well-fit life.
Well, so we've talked previously on this program about understanding the why of what your customer is trying to do, and it's not about the relationship you have right then. It's about what they're trying to accomplish with their lives or their business or whatever thing they're trying to do that relates to what you do. I think you're really hitting on that really hard. That we're not about today's workout. We're about what you are in 6 months, or in terms of your personal frame of mind, and how your body is supporting that frame of mind where you want to be through the combination of fitness, nutrition, and other aspects of of wellness, well-fit that you all provide at your business. So real quick, if we can pop up the video, we'll show people some pictures of what's there, and we'll talk a bit more. I love, and we've all had a chance now to see some of the interior spaces there at the WellFit Center. And first of all, my compliments to the design that you all have put in it. It's clearly, exudes that feeling that I think that you're describing of calmness and sensitivity that how did you?
It was all her. It was all her.
Well, congratulations. I mean, it certainly looks like it, and I haven't been a chance to go there yet. But the photos that you've provided to us, certainly tell us the kind of feeling that you're trying to. It's that why. I mean, I want you to feel a certain way at the end of your, or during and at the end of your sessions there that are reflected by the decor, the way things are organized. Sorry, go ahead.
Excuse me. So when our customers and clients come in, when they walk in that door and they see the ambiance, that's the first thing they notice. They're like, wow. And automatically you could see the stress just
just kind of wash
all of them.
away.
As
Yeah.
soon as they walk in the door and they see that, because in the lobby it's full of plants and the pictures, and we have a fountain on the wall, and it's a calming sense, the colors and just the feel. So when they do walk in, it's like they're already relaxed before they even enter a treatment room.
They know it's not threatening. They're not having to figure out what's going on. It's
Right.
Yeah.
probably one of the most important things is not feeling any reason to have my radar up, right? I get to put my radar away for a little while.
And then there's never a lot of people, so it's always going to be one-on-one.
Do you schedule it that way
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's by appointment only.
And that's even before the pandemic, because, from me working so many different places and seeing how it works, people don't really want to be around people when they're coming to take care of themselves. They just want to concentrate on themselves. So that having that room and that space is really important. The most that might happen is they'll run into somebody on the way out, but
Right.
even then, we try to keep it so that it's just constantly moving without a whole bunch of hustle and bustle.
And so, can you accommodate more than one guest at a time?
Because each room can be filled up.
Okay.
So if someone comes, let's say if you and your wife came, you would go in one room, your wife would go in another room.
Right, and even
and-
then, you're really not going to see each other
You
until
won't.
everything's
Until it's
because
all
it's
over.
staged,
Yeah,
so that everything's all the movements between rooms
Each room is private. Each room has its own door. You go in once you're in there with your with the operator. You're in there until your session is done, unless you need to use the bathroom. And even when you do that, you'll probably be the only one walking through the hallway to go to the bathroom, because the other client would be in the room.
Right.
So you say you do massages?
Yes.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's say I wanted to come in and do a massage and talk to you about personal fitness, right? How much would a package like that cost for me to do it like once a week?
Well, they vary. It's
Yes.
going to vary based on what your consultation renders.
Okay.
So it depends on what you're looking for as far as fitness, and then it depends on what type of massage you want. But the massages usually start out, they can range from $50 and up,
Okay.
depending on how much you need, what
Right.
type you want,
Right.
how the duration.
Okay.
So it all depends. But the prices are very minimal in comparison
To what
to
you
a lot
pay,
of other
right.
places. But you're going to get the best treatment that you could possibly get, because I'm the best. So.
Yeah, I gotta definitely come through and
Yes.
check y'all out.
And,
Right?
and when it comes to I know it's a business, but we don't focus solely on price.
Price,
We
okay.
don't focus on that aspect. So when you come in for fitness, you'll be assessed, and
Right.
we'll talk to you about what your goals are.
Right.
And from there, we can figure out how long your sessions will need to be.
Okay.
And then we'll go on price. And again, it varies, because I work with you.
Right.
I'm not trying to get rich off
Right,
of this.
right.
It is a business, but I want to help you to reach your goal. And if I can help you, you're going to tell somebody else about me.
Absolutely.
They're going to tell somebody else, and they're going to say, hey, this guy didn't try to rob me.
Right.
Because there's a lot of trainers out there that all they care about is the money. I care more so about the results.
Right.
So if I can get you to that goal, and when we reach that goal, then you'll be more inclined to say, well, here, let's do this again, and I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
So that's where we're
Yeah.
at.
I
And
gotta
it-
come through and check y'all out, man.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the massage and the facials and different things like that. So depending on if you have, like, some people's skin, they've kind of neglected it, so they may need to come in every 2 weeks, whereas someone else may only need to come in every 3 months.
Right.
So everything is done according to what's necessary. We work with people. We don't just have, that's why you don't see a set price up in the, as far as menus and different things are like that, because we understand times are hard, but people still need certain things. So, we're a business, but we're also inclined to care about people.
Right.
Sometimes I do it a little bit too much.
Too much.
but-
I'm the same,
Yeah.
same way.
Yes, yes.
And he's always like, "Oh, babe, you gotta stop giving stuff away."
She'll have an hour session that ends up going into 3 hours.
Wow.
No, not
But-
true.
But that's just how she is.
I'm very thorough.
Yeah, so if she's giving a massage and she's trying to work out a trigger point that's, giving her a little trouble, she's gonna
Work
put
on
in the time.
Right.
and not say, oh, well, you need to give me more money to get this time. She's just going to put that time in because she wants the customer to be satisfied. And not just that, she wants to heal whatever issue that you're coming in with, whether it's your skin or your body.
Right.
She's a healer.
Okay.
And in my opinion, and any of her customers would tell you that she's a healer and she cares.
Okay.
So, and that's what you're gonna get. So the prices are for the individual. So individually, whatever you got going on, you come, you sit down, you have that consultation, and we'll work together to reach your goals.
I'll be down. I'll be through there. I'll definitely come down.
Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I'd love to. It sounds, you know, we're all too stressed, and we need to do this. And I thoroughly agree. I need to get in there myself and get in there and just take advantage of what you've learned, which is, I think, as much of anything is you've learned how to accommodate all the different stresses, all the different ways in which stresses can arise and affect the body in different ways.
It's really, massage is number one for calming down anxiety. It's the number one healer for if you have anxiety, even fibromyalgia, things that you can't figure out. It just calms the whole central nervous system down. And a lot of people don't realize that when you have a healing touch, just laying hands on your back alone, just touching it, can send you into a nice zone of calming, relaxation, peace, and
Security.
just getting in touch with your breathing can also make you think clearer, because now you're able to breathe and deeply the right way. So your brain becomes unfogged, your body becomes untightened. So now you can think clearer, which is what we all need.
Absolutely. I know I need it.
And just in a regular
So you
day.
do meditation or mindfulness kind of training as well?
Exactly, yeah, because in order for my massage to be as effective as it can be, you want to relax and go into a Zen mode of at least breathing correctly. And a lot of people forget how to breathe correctly. Most people are just breathing to exert themselves.
Get to
They're
the
not,
next breath.
get to the next breath. They forget that you want to breathe, in through your nose and out through your mouth. They forget that. And then once you do that a couple times, you're automatically going to relaxation.
Wow.
Even prior to me, being able to release any stressors, you're going to automatically go into that, and people forget. So it helps a lot to just kind of take yourself away from the world, even if it's only for 30 minutes. If you have 30 minutes, you can get a 30-minute massage that you'd be surprised can get you through the next week.
Right.
And during the pandemic, I designed a workout that's 15 minutes. It's a 15-minute cardio blast class. It's an intense 15 minutes, but it's 15 minutes that will help you to, shed pounds, shed calories, and it's going to get you fit. It's going to build your stamina, and in the long process, it's going to build your strength.
Got push-ups in it?
There's push-ups. There's
push-ups.
jumping jacks.
We have a push-up assist machine.
Listen,
Yeah.
you see
to
that?
retrain you.
You see that word? I don't and I can't.
I didn't say I can. I said I don't.
Those are words we don't use in that gym, because anything you are unable to do right now, you will be able to do when we're done.
Okay.
So everything takes, time and practice.
Right.
And your perspective on it.
Yeah.
You got to change your perspective. Because if
Exactly.
you have a good perspective, you'll say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Just not now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you work your way up to it. Then your mind and your body are working together to reach a goal, versus then your body knows it could do it and your mind saying it can't. So it's all about perspective. So if you put it together, then you realize that I don't have to be like this. I can do a sit up.
Get it done.
I can do 10.
anything.
And then you're working together. So it's just sometimes we just need that reminder, just as people in general, because you're reminded of everything you can't and what your limitations are every single time you turn on any media, unless that's easy to realize your limitations. But when you have someone that exposes you to what you can do beyond what you see or what you've been doing, that can kind of awaken you a little bit to what you already know. And from way back when you realize that you can do anything, it ain't over as long as you're breathing. If you're breathing, you're capable.
Wow.
Yes. And
I'm definitely gonna come down and check you guys out, man. You know, and
Absolutely.
I say, listen, if you're running it in the city and I don't know about it, it's a problem. So, and this is helpful to the community, right?
yes,
Absolutely.
So I'm definitely gonna come down there, and I'm definitely gonna give y'all a play, man. Definitely.
Thank you.
One thing I like to tell my customers and my clients when they come into the weight room, before you walk through the door, you leave your pride and your ego outside of the door, because I'm not here to judge you.
Right.
I'm here to grow with you.
Okay.
You know, so anything you feel that, oh man, I'm not going in there because I'm
can't.
unable to do that.
Right. No,
No,
leave that
that's-
outside.
Yeah, leave that outside because it's just me and you.
Right.
And me sometimes, and I can't do it either,
Yeah.
but I will be able to.
So in turn, when you take that out of your mind, it makes things easier. So now you're not inclined to keep being resistant.
Right.
You leave the resistance outside, and the only resistance you have is the resistance of the weight or the resistance of the resistance bands or your body weight. And you can work through that because your mind controls your body.
Okay.
So if you leave your ego and your pride out the door, we good to go.
We good to go.
And you feel good after.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you really, like just making an accomplishment. Like if you do one push-up, you're gonna feel good because you haven't done
I
any.
did
One
one.
more than I
Exactly.
did
That's
yesterday.
one more than you did.
And then
Yes.
like every time we accomplish something, and I think as we grow up and turn into adults, you know, we forget the excitement of being able to accomplish things that we used to accomplish when we were kids. You know, every little thing that you did as a little kid was like, hey, I can do that. Like I can, you know, you have that mindset of you can do whatever your mind sets itself to.
Absolutely.
But then as we grow up, especially once we have grown kids, you know, we forget that, wait a minute, I could still try that. I could still do that. And what's the worst thing? It doesn't work out today. So what? It may work out tomorrow. But we forget that. Like that's why it's so important to, I guess that's why they say too that, you know, that youth is, what is it? Being young is wasted on the youth.
Right,
Because it's really true. Like when you think about it, I think of myself when I was younger and it's like,
If only I knew.
gosh, it's like- but now we do know. And guess what? We're still young. Because if you breathe in, I don't care how old you are, you're still young. You can still attempt to do something. You know, and it's just why not do it? And when you start taking on that mentality, you find yourself happier, just for the simplicity of I did a push up this morning, or I did a sit up this morning. I'm happy when I get up in the morning and I can get 10 sit ups in or whatever. But not to mention, even if you can't, we do have a machine that can adjust your muscles to doing it for you. It's called the electric muscle stimulator machine. And actually for people who are not able to, because their body is limited, it actually can stimulate those muscles for you. So you get on this machine for 30 minutes, it's equivalent to doing 200 sit-ups.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
or it can go on any part of your body, your arms, your legs, any part to do squats or whatever. And it's an assist. So it can assist you in seeing that, listen, your muscles can feel it. They're still contracting. So now you know that your muscles are strong enough to do it. I can help you out with your back. And then before you know it, you're on your own to, you know, being more fit and being more happy within
That's
yourself.
awesome.
So I want to take a quick break and just talk about some business here, but I'd love to come back and hear what you all are doing to reach out to customers, what kind, clients, and any events that you might be be hosting in the future, this summer or something, so that we can. I'd like to hear more about what are you doing to reach out to now that we can. I think is really the point. Now that we can. Are we?
We're working on that.
And that's what it's all about. Everything's a work in progress, and it's good that we can be, now coming out of the pandemic and letting you all blossom the way that you always imagined that you would.
Yes.
So, but real quick, I want to make a good little point here about what this station is about. This station serves Chester by informing and engaging the community on issues that it cares about. This is a labor of love by our own Uncle P, Jean-Pierre Bryce, who has been doing this for nearly 4 years now, providing a service to the community and providing a way in which different individuals, different organizations can present their ideas, their programs, their projects, and their dreams to everyone in the community, because as I like to say it, birthday cake wishes, you got to tell somebody.
Better.
you better tell somebody because it's not likely to happen if you don't. So this is a chance for everyone to to tell people their dreams and to talk about things that they'd like to do with their organization or with others across the community. And I think that and so entrepreneurship is one of those things that the biggest expression of one's dreams is that I really want to put my whole life into this and commit myself to my dream through my entrepreneurship. It's an expression of a dream like anything else. Right. And I'm this for me, this is an expression of a dream of helping others to see the possibilities, to learn from each other, what can be done as an entrepreneur and what resources are available to help. Chester Masterminds is here for that, but really CMP Radio, Cultivating Mature Positivity, is what Uncle P has put forward here as a radio station serving the community. And I want to encourage, and I want to thank all of the sponsors out here. I want to put another real quick shout out here in just a second for the folks who are sponsoring time on the program, because they understand the importance of what this station means to Chester and the community. So again, a shout out to the sponsors: Northern Marketing, Mecca, Mind Our Own Businesses, LeBron Construction, Casey Electric, Boys and Girls Club of Chester, Pressure Inc., TFG Tax Pros, the Abstract Kings, and again, our newest sponsor, Latoisin Law, owned and operated by a Chester native right here in Chester. We really are grateful for what they're doing. They are helping to grow this station. And you have a great event coming up here in the summertime, P, and tell us all about it.
So the Raisathon, August. August is the month where the station shuts down completely. I don't allow, but I know a lot of shows, they want to spend time with their families. They're busy running. So August, the station is shut down. While we're shut down, we're here working. We're always thinking of new ways to tell our stories and new ways to present ourselves. So August will be shut down. And but August 20th, we'll be tagging down on 9th and Engle Street, right? Big Business Car Wash is down there. That's my family down there. So we'll be down there. We'll be having a couple shows down there. We'll be talking down there, and we'll be tagging. So if you want to stop through, we'll be having shirts, wristbands, and I think that's it. I was thinking about some hats, but I like to give things away to the people that support us. Then August 21st, we'll be doing our Raisathon. So the Raisathon will start here at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll shoot over to Chester Park. We'll have vendors out there. We're going to do that from 12 until about 6. About 6. We'll have live performances. We'll be doing a couple shows. A couple shows will be out there. People will be out there talking. We're hoping to have a dunk tank, right? We want to see who wants to get up on the dunk tank, who wants to be dunked in. You get 3 balls for $5. And the vendors will be out there, right? It's all about community. So it's a community day. It's CMP Community Day. And then on the 22nd, we'll be doing a brunch where we'll be giving out awards. It's Appreciation Day. So usually in February, we give out awards for people that have shows and have been a part. And I was like, maybe we should do that in August, right? Instead of waiting until February, we do it in August. So we'll have a brunch. We're supposed to be having a bachelor and bachelorette auction. We'll see what happens with that, who signs up to be in that, if anybody signs up. And we'll just continue to cultivate mature positivity, right? In a way that only we can do it as a family, and continue to push each other, man, to dream more, dream bigger, right? Dream broader, and help people out at the same way. There's no reason why you can't have a dream and help somebody else with theirs. And I thank you for coming through and stopping through and say, hey, P, this is a business, right? So you got to stand up. Come on. Because I appreciate you, man. For every day I think about it, I said, man, listen, if it wasn't for Jim, where would the station be at right now? Honestly.
Yeah,
everybody
we all want you to succeed.
And
it's all about helping each other to figure these things out. But so the Raisathon is a fundraiser for the station.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser for the station.
With targeted things that the station needs in order to be one step better in the next coming year. Because every year you have an anniversary in September every year.
September 2nd.
And so every year we want to get a little bit better. Like we're doing another push-up. We're going to do another microphone, another light, another camera.
Dropping from the ceiling. Table sitting in there, right? I have big ideas for the station, and I've always been told maybe your ideas are bigger than your wallet. Yeah, they might be. Well, this is a community radio station. Anybody can come up here and have a show.
Right.
If you have something you want to talk about, you want to talk about mindfulness and meditation, you can come up here and explain how people meditate. I don't know. I've never meditated a day in my life, which will say, well, I was losing some of my hair. But that's a different topic, right? So for me, it's like, bring your information, share your information on cmpradio.net. No problems, no questions, no, as long as you're not talking about anything crazy, but come and bring that information to us. So that's what the station has been here for. It will continue to be here for those reasons, but we have people that have shows, right, that pay for their time, right? So I can give you a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to come up here and do your show one time, and then after that, if you want to come through, then you got to join the family and pay a cost.
Yeah, because it's not free to do this. There's an awful lot that's here, and so the Raise-a-thon is to raise money, but it's also to promote the idea of businesses using a station like CMP, using the platform that we are hosted over through Facebook advertising, but CMP has connections and network connections on how to advertise your business. We have all of those different services that align to promoting quality businesses here in Chester. So that's part of what the theme of the Raise-a-thon is about. Absolutely. Raising awareness, raising money, and raising awareness for where we're going. So thank
businesses to come through and talk about what they're doing for the city, where they see their businesses going in the next couple of years. It's about growth.
Absolutely.
Right? Visualizing and talking about the growth that you see.
Yeah, and I certainly see an awful lot of it. And you all do too. And I want to turn it back now because you clearly saw an opportunity to engage the Chester community in something that you knew you already knew because you've been doing this for 25 years, you said, right? Mm-hmm. So you knew that there was a need out here, but it needed an even bigger presence than just that your basement or something like that. You said, okay, this is really big. Mm-hmm. How did you make that decision?
Well, when the space opened up, Steve Fisher, he's my client. So he told me about it, and I started kind of because I
Chester Housing Authority, Steve Fisher. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
Yes, he is. So I used to rent a space when it was a dental office, and I would kind of just do massages in there just to have a space so I wouldn't have to keep having people come to my home or run all over the place doing pop-up shops or department stores. So because it was a need. So once the whole space opened up, he gave me an opportunity, so we jumped on it. And then of course the pandemic hit, so we were forced to kind of do all the decorating and different things like that ourselves. And then we saw that there was a need, like, okay, with this, we could do several things with this, more so than just me doing massage. Like, by now, we would have had, to hire people.
Right.
That's the ultimate goal, to have, 5 or 6 people working in each room, so that giving also another chance for opportunity for growth, for people to pick up skills. I have my teacher's license in massage therapy and cosmetology, so I'll be able to actually help them train and really kind of build on their skills as well if they were interested in doing something like that.
So you actually have certification yourself in the service. How many different certifications do you?
I'm licensed to teach massage therapy, cosmetology, anything in the cosmetology arena, and I do. It's a lot of different types of modalities and different things that people might be interested in, services with skin, makeup, everything. Right. So I'm kind of a guru in all the arenas of beautification as well as wellness and healing with the body.
Right,
but again, I've been doing it 25 years. It's not something that, a lot of people just jump in and just want to open up a spa, open up a hair center, different things like that. It's a lot more involved in it than just being good at what you do. Physically.
So clearly, there's an experience element to the value proposition for your business, because you've done this. This isn't your first rodeo.
Yes.
You've done this many times. You've had many different clients in many different situations with different needs, and that kind of experience, I'm sure, comes through when people realize what they've gotten. In terms of the value of their session.
Exactly.
James, you're also certified, I understand.
I just recently became an elite trainer, so I have a certification in nutrition, personal training, and online coaching. And I'm enrolled right now in school for 3 more certifications to have my master trainers. So I have strength and conditioning, transformation, and there's another one, life. It's life skills. So I'll be able to work with the elderly as well as the youth. I can train you online. I'm certified to do that. I'm certified to give you nutritional
Guidance.
consultation, and and I can train you. So that's I'm certified. There's a lot of trainers out there.
Well, to the point,
there's a lot of people
there's
doing stuff that are not
are
certified.
not certified.
And
Yeah.
again, with what we do as trainers, that you by law are supposed to be certified in personal training before you even tell a person how to pick up a weight, because you're liable if you're telling them wrong.
Your insurance company would want to know
Exactly.
pretty darn quick. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that. Like when you, especially now with the whole social media, Instagram and different things like that, I find people trying so many different things that they saw. Oh, I can put baking soda and vinegar on my face and different things like that. People are really doing these things, and they're the people, what do they call them? I guess bloggers or whatever.
Influencers.
Yeah, influencers. A lot of times they're just that. They're just trying to influence you. You want to make sure that that's your body. It's your skin, it's your face. You want to make sure that you go into someone who has put in, going to school and getting the certification takes work and dedication. That alone is enough for you to feel comfortable that you're with someone who knows what they're doing. And even if they don't know exactly what you may need, they know where to go to have that.
Right.
So that's really, really important.
So you talked about doing some pop-up things. Let's talk about it. What have you got planned as ways of doing outreach now to introduce the community? Now that you can, what kind of things are in your?
Well, we're here.
Well, and that's a great start. It is.
But to be honest with you, like we were so busy getting the center together and figuring out how we were going to do everything, and then with the pandemic again, I'm kind of all over the place with because it's hard. Again, people are not knocking down the doors.
Right.
Get in, but then also the workers are not knocking down the door. People are just reacclimating themselves to adjust into life. So we're also in the process, because we didn't know how long this thing was going to go on, of coming up with a marketing strategy and just taking any opportunity that we can get to kind of introduce ourselves and put ourselves out there, so that we are able to accommodate once people do.
Yes.
No, so we don't want to put the horse before the cart.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'd be misspeaking here, but I'm sure that being a vendor out at the Raisathon in August might be something that could be easily accommodated.
That's what we were. But you read my thoughts.
Yeah,
So we're open to opportunities. Yes. Opportunities for marketing, and as she was saying, we have just been putting in the work to be ready. For the demand. So we still are looking for employees as far as, and I wouldn't even call them employees, because when you come and work with us, you're working with us. You're not working for us. You're certified in your own arena, and you're coming to work with us
as a specialist.
You'll have your own room, and you'll work out of that room as per what your certification is. So a manicurist would be in a manicure room, hairstylist. So and that's what we're doing. We did acquire one young man who's from Chester. He does teeth whitening. He was her client. He got certified in teeth whitening, and now he's a part of the family. So he offers those services. So these are things that we're looking to do. We're looking for people from the community who have certification, who would like and are willing to work. Because you're gonna work. Right. We're not looking for people that just come in.
Sit around.
No, we're workers. We work hard.
So that introduces something I hadn't realized that might be part of the way your business is structured, is that you are looking to be. There's this big term in a lot of things called platform. That you are trying to be a platform for a range of personal services, personal care, wellness services. That an independent contractor can arrange time with you in a block or whatever. So obviously I think that's a very interesting business concept. That it's almost a Walmart style thing. I mean, not that you're even. I don't want to equate the two, but they basically lease out sectors of their store to a company and say it's your job to fill this stuff, and
Kind of, but not so much, because we do have a certain amount of boundaries and standards according to the
Well,
industry.
yes,
So
no, I
that-
understand. No,
right.
you're
'Cause we have
absolutely
skincare products. We want them
right. To be a certain
really-
quality.
Yeah,
Yes,
and it's an
so-
opportunity for someone who is getting into the field to advance, because I personally would be teaching them everything that I've learned on my
Right.
own for the past 25 years, but I'm now able to help them. So even if they weren't finished school and they were close to it, they can come in and do an internship, and I could even show them how to pass their state boards and
Right.
different things like that, because I'm licensed to do that.
So I like that idea, because I think a lot of people see value in the experience that both of you bring
Yes.
in identifying where quality talent is, even if it's not yourselves personally providing the services, that you are only going to bring in independent contractors or specialists that you know can hit a certain quality standard that you know well, because you've got the experience, you've got the training, you know that this is going to be acceptable and exceed their expectations. That's really where you're trying to go. Is you always want to exceed their
And to help them grow.
Yeah,
I mean, to help
sure.
the individual
So
who comes
it's
on board grow, because in
it's a
helping
mutual
them-
benefit, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also too, it's an opportunity to really like come under someone's wing and really learn the ins and outs. Like when I first started and I worked at Saks, I didn't realize how important it was. Like they always, you get commission based on how much skincare you sell,
Right.
and you want them to sell. They would
Certain
want their
amount of
employees to
product,
sell
yeah.
a certain amount. Well, I really didn't like that,
Right.
because I kind of at that time wanted to be focused on being a makeup artist. I just happened to know I have the skill in facials, but as I got older and as I realized that, okay, it is important that the person not leave with a fresh, clean, great face, and they go home and put something that's not good for it on it. So, I kind of learned how to sell the ingredients, what's important, what's good for this person versus what's good for another person.
But sell it
So-
based on their personal gain
Exactly.
rather than how much you're going to make off.
Exactly, and that's when your authenticity comes in and your true character comes in. And if you don't have something, or if what they're using is good, you let them stick to it. If it's not broke, you don't fix it. So
Right.
it's an opportunity to learn. If you come in with that mindset,
Yep.
versus just. And we're not making a whole lot of money right now, so you're gonna get to have
You will.
the opportunity also too.
So this is that
take
I'm
your
not
time.
I'm not doing it right now. No, you are going to.
Oh,
This is-
yes, definitely. But I'm just saying that right now, while it's quiet,
Right.
it's a good time to, kind of get seasoned in and
Right.
really learn. Sometimes quietness and slowness is good,
Is good,
because it
yes.
gives you the opportunity to learn things thoroughly and not be obsessed with, oh my gosh, I gotta make money, it's gonna come.
Right.
But you have to, learn like baby steps,
Right.
so to speak. And
Right.
and I had to figure that out when I was, 25 years ago, when I was in a rush, like I just, and now I realize, okay, so I didn't learn that. I didn't get that part because I needed to learn this part, which coincides with that part. So it's just a matter, again, of perspective.
And on the fitness side, are there certain routines that folks really need to be more accustomed to? I mean, what are I know my issue is stretching. I don't do enough of it.
Stretch, neither.
Okay.
So stretching, a lot of people, the thing about stretching is you never stretch a cold muscle. So you have people who stretch before they work out. Now, you're supposed to stretch, but it's a certain stretch. So a dynamic stretch and a static stretch. So, and I'm gonna confuse this because I always confuse this in my own mind.
Right.
So one is when you're reaching, it's like a reaching stretch, and your body is prone. So it's not a moving stretch, if you understand what I'm saying. So
Right.
if you're sitting down and you reach for your toes, that would be the static. The dynamic is when you're moving. Right. So you want to move your muscles to warm them up. So that's the stretch you do before the workout.
Okay.
The one where you're stretching long and elongating your muscles, and that's the one you do after the workout, because your muscles are warm and then they can stretch at that pace. When they're cold, you can tear a muscle by stretching it that way. So you shake the muscle out, you move around, you shake your limbs, your joints, you get them warmed up before you work.
Right.
After you work, then you do the static stretch.
I've been doing it the wrong way. That's probably why my leg like
So and you will hurt yourself. You will feel it, and it will, like, a lot of people end up with back injuries from doing that lower back, stretching it the wrong way.
Yep.
As far as routines, it all depends on the individual, and it depends on the individual's goal.
Okay.
But I'll tell you right now, water consumption is key. A lot of the times we feel like we want to eat, we feel like we're hungry.
Just
but
thirsty.
Your body is just telling you you're thirsty, okay? Because we don't consume enough water.
And not for
I
soda.
think the body is about
Not for
60,
soda.
65%
When you get that soda up,
water.
you'll be very happy.
So we need to keep that body hydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, that also promotes your metabolism. It helps to speed it up. It helps to break down the fat. It helps your digestive system. It helps to keep your skin clear.
Right.
Water is key. Okay, and vegetables, fruits,
Right.
portion sizes are always key. It's not always about what you're eating. It's about how much of it that you eat. So proper portion sizes, and after your meal, your last meal, get out and walk. It helps to speed up the digestive system, helps that food to digest, and it helps to burn fat. And you want another routine? Come on down to Tamara's Aesthetics and Artistry. Let me assess the situation, and we'll get you in there.
I've
Get some
enjoyed
programs going.
having you all on. I've learned a lot. And I like I said, I appreciate the experience that you all present here, and I'm grateful to have you all participate. I'm looking forward to seeing you Zoom. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to go through a session and figure out what's wrong with me.
Come on down.
Well, and now's the perfect time because most people kind of slacked off during that pandemic. That's why I said I'll be.
Well, I lost 15
too.
pounds in the last 3 months.
Really? Good for you.
Yeah,
a good thing.
just trying to find that level of food intake that
There you go.
I've been telling myself for years, I need to eat like the weight I want to be, not the weight that I am. And that helps. And finding that low, I learned years ago, I lost a bunch of weight, and I learned that all you have to do is cut a couple hundred calories out a day, and you can lose weight like crazy. It's just really not, you don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to. You just have to watch the things that you do.
Mindfulness.
Be mindful. Absolutely.
The
That's very
object
important.
is to burn more calories than you take in.
Right.
That's it. If
That's
you
it.
burn, and automatically you burn 500 calories. That's just from waking up and going through the day. You're going to burn 500 just from
being.
Right.
Exactly. Just from living.
Being.
500 is going to burn. So,
Yep.
intake less than what you burn off,
Yep.
and you'll lose.
Awesome.
Well, again, I appreciate y'all being here. We wish you
you.
all the
Have
best,
us.
and
Thank you so
you
much.
have weathered probably one. I can't imagine you weathering anything worse than this. So it's all green here. We're gonna get you. I'd love to see you all out at the Raise-a-thon.
Yes.
Out and promoting yourselves. To the community. Clearly, you've got the experience and you're ready to go. So and I'm proud to be able to be here to be a platform for you all to be seen by the community and to engage. And I look forward to hearing hearing about stories about you growing. So thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Is there any special offer for clients who might want to start up?
Well, we're giving discounts to all Chester residents.
Yes, Chester
Okay.
So
residents.
we give discounts on all of our services for
And anybody that mentions the radio station, you'll
There you
get
go.
also a family and friends discount.
Oh wow, that's great.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you for stopping through.
Thank you for
Thank you.
absolutely for
For
stopping
having
through. Thank you, Uncle P, for another excellent show. I really appreciate all you do to engineer this thing for us and for making this station available. And I look. So next time, I don't remember. We got 4th of July coming. I got another show next Wednesday before 4th of July. But we've got shows booked all the way through the end of July, and then we take a break.
But take that break.
Take that
man.
nice break. But we're not going to stop working. But we're just going to take a break for August.
Absolutely.
Go.
And so my reminder, I think, to folks, if you know another business that you'd like to see profiled here, I'm happy to do that. Actually, one of the things that I'm hoping to do after the August break, just so you know, is I'd like to double up so that we can rotate more, get even more businesses through, because I don't have any trouble filling it. So the more businesses we get through, I'm happy to do 2, even 3 at a time. Whatever works for folks. The more the merrier. And to repeat, we are building a mastermind group here of all of the businesses that come on the show, and anyone else who isn't yet. There's a supportive network here in Chester and the area who wants to see everybody succeed, and I'm certainly part of that. And so thank you all for being here. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you. Good.
Way to go. That was executive.